Wow. Like, wow, seriously, guys, what an end to this Grand Prix. I was just about to record, and I've just seen that Sebastian Vettel has taken the podium place from Max Verstappen in an absolutely tremendous end to that Grand Prix. I'll get onto that in a second, but hope you are all well. As you can see, Elsie is not with us today because he has had work to attend. He has missed out on a cracking Grand Prix. Not so much during the Grand Prix, but towards the end. Brilliant. I will get onto that in a second, but as you were saying, that Sebastian Vettel obviously been elevated to the podium position. I'll get onto that in a minute. But obviously Lewis Hamilton wins his 51st Grand Prix of his career, matching Alain Prost, now tied up in second place in the all-time win list, now 40 behind the legendary Michael Schumacher. Can he catch him? Can he actually go on to win and actually become the most successful Formula 1 driver in terms of race wins? I don't know, I don't think he will, but anyways, we'll move on to that very, very soon. Anyways, Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix with Nico Rosberg in second place. At the start of the Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton gets a really good start as well. Nearly loses out to Nico Rosberg, then sort of gains, finds more grip, gains momentum. Obviously Lewis Hamilton obviously remains in first place, goes in the first corner, no problem. However, Nico Rosberg had to go wide, cut across the track. There's a little bit of debate whether he should have gave the place back to Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen on the inside, locks up, runs deep into the corner, obviously losing momentum. There's nothing really much to do about it. Rosberg knows he's there. He has to go wide, cut the corner. He had second place already. There was no position. Max Verstappen, Nico Rosberg didn't really gain a position because he already had the place. He was only trying to avoid any contact because if he did commit to that turn, he would have hit him. Then he obviously would have got a penalty for causing a collision. Now, obviously at the back, Pascal Wehrlein ran into the side of the Sauber of Marcus Ericsson, which was caused by Esteban Gutierrez, who hit him, elevating Pascal Wehrlein in the air, and then obviously ended up hitting Marcus Ericsson. So carnage at the start, loads of overtakes as well here and there, absolutely crazy at the start as well. Loads of battles going on as well. Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel at it for the majority of the race towards the start, as was Sergio Perez and Felipe Massa. That was pretty much the story of the Grand Prix, pretty much. They just could not get past him for days, seriously, at the straight line speed of that Williams. I think it was about 40 odd laps. They were just battling. It was absolutely crazy, seriously. Honestly, guys, well done to Williams as well. But also, just before I go further on, I do want to award Driver of the Day. I normally do award it at the start, but the Grand Prix has just been too exciting towards the end. I've been honestly just ranting and raving about it. I can't wait to explain what the hell was going on. But this Driver of the Day award goes to Sebastian Vettel. Yes, it has to be Sebastian Vettel. Superb drive. And he's on the podium. He didn't finish on the podium, but I'll get on that in a minute. Sebastian Vettel, I did get a text from him, but I can't read it out on camera because there's just loads and loads of swearing. Blue flags, blue flags, blue flags. Ricardo, Verstappen, Charlie Whiting, swears, swears, swears. Thank you. That's pretty much what he also all says. But, and yes, obviously during the midfield of the Grand Prix, there wasn't really that much happening. As I was saying before, just the battle between Perez and Perez and Massa. That was pretty much, a little bit of a talking point. Verstappen gaining on Nico Rosberg there. It was pretty much about 1.5, 1.6 seconds ahead, behind Nico Rosberg there. Gaining very, very fast on him there. But strategy-wise, it didn't really work out for Max Verstappen. Very nearly had a chance to overtake as well. Came up on the inside, lost the rear. Obviously went wide. Did very well to make no contact with any of the drivers as well. So obviously losing to about 3 seconds of that time, and obviously for that work for him to do all over again. And there was some good overtakes. I mean, like the battle between the McLarens and the Renaults, which is pretty bad to say. Alonso getting past Julian Palmer, as was Jenson Button. They were pretty much quiet. They finished 12th and 13th as well. A lap down, very, very bad for my boys. Anyways, so let's just jump into it. Sebastian Vettel towards the end, slowly gaining on third place Max Verstappen. So they have a go. Honestly, guys, it was absolutely carnage. I've never known a finish like this because I was just saying before how really bad it was. How boring and how dull it was in the Grand Prix. But anyways, these two were just battling towards the end. They go for the overtake. Don't make it stick. I'm just seeing Sebastian Vettel on the telly just going like that crazy. He knows how much he wanted that podium as well. So he goes at the inside. There was contact made. Max Verstappen runs wide, cuts the grass. Sebastian Vettel going absolutely crazy. Like, he should give me the place back. He should give me the place back. And then Daniel Ricciardo is right behind him as well. You know, battling hammer and tongs right behind him. So then, obviously, out of frustration, Sebastian Vettel is screaming like, "Get Charlie White!" And he needs to give me the place back. He needs to give him the place back because he ran over the grass after locking up, nearly making contact with Sebastian Vettel. Absolutely crazy. And then Daniel Ricciardo goes for the inside move. Sebastian Vettel pretty much just forces him wide, going like, out of frustration, ranting and raving on the radio, on the team radio. And obviously a very, very aggressive move, very well done from Daniel Ricciardo, not to make any contact at all. Superb drive from the pair of them. Crosses the line, Sebastian Vettel screaming about Charlie White and screaming about the position all the way. But as I've just started to record, as I said before, Sebastian Vettel was promoted from 4th to 3rd. Max Verstappen has obviously got a big penalty. He went from 3rd to 5th. Daniel Ricciardo remains in 4th place. And wow, what an end to that Grand Prix, to be fair. It was a dull, pretty much bad Grand Prix, I would say. The start, it was good. There was loads of battles going on, especially in the midfield. Then in the midfield of the Grand Prix, it just wasn't really, as entertaining. Then you had Nico Rosberg spinning when he was battling with another driver. I can't really remember now because I've just been distracted by what the hell's going on around me right now. So he spins, loses out on that. That's what, it's like, oh wow, that happened. Then the incident with Sebastian Vettel happened. So lots and lots of happening. I need to find a radio. I need to find a message or like a recording of that message that Sebastian Vettel did say, because I was doing a live stream. If anybody watched, thank you very much for watching, by the way. I was just explaining about how Hamilton won 51 races, how good that was, and then at the same time Sebastian Vettel was ranting and raving. I need to find it again because I didn't know what he fully said, but he didn't sound too impressed. Crossed the finishing line. There's Max Verstappen waving like, get in, I'm on the podium, and then Vettel pretty much comes across like what Mark Webber did to Sebastian Vettel, except he didn't like wave in front of him. He just like stayed. He like closed him out, just waving his finger like that. The Sebastian Vettel finger returns in the wrong format, and obviously Verstappen doing that, just going, I can do that too, So one interesting end to the Grand Prix. Not really much happening. Sebastian Vettel wins Driver of the Day. Congratulations to him. He actually won Driver of the Day in real life as well. I've just seen there's Juan Pablo Montoya doing the race interviews as I speak. So the classifications for the 2016 Mexican Grand Prix are Lewis Hamilton in 1st place, Nico Rosberg in 2nd place, Sebastian Vettel jumped up in the 3rd place, obviously because of Max Verstappen's demotion. Daniel Ricciardo in 4th place, Max Verstappen in 5th, Kimi Räikkönen in 6th, Nico Rosberg in 7th. Tricky Grand Prix for Nico Rosberg, struggled. Yes, it was Kimi Räikkönen he was battling with, I must say. It was Kimi Räikkönen he was battling with throughout a lot of the race. Kimi Räikkönen was struggling to get past him. Obviously, he eventually did when he did spin. Very aggressive move, I remember from that. But I don't think anything was said about that, as far as I'm aware. We're still just having results in as we speak, so I don't know anything about the full classification should anything happen because of that. Valtteri Bottas in 8th, Felipe Massa in 9th. Brilliant straight line speed from them two, and Sergio Perez in 10th. The closest battle ever was between those two because Perez just could not get past Felipe Massa. Sebastian Vettel struggled at the start. Sebastian Vettel did very well on the soft tyres, did 33 laps on the soft tyres, pitted for the mediums, went to the end of the race, absolutely fantastic. Sergio Perez was the next ill-fated driver to try and get past Felipe Massa. He couldn't. Very, very good, but very, very, very well done for Felipe Massa. Not bad for an oldie, as he once said. Marcus Ericsson finishing 11th, very close from scoring his first points in Formula 1 this season for Sauber and for himself. It wasn't to be, unfortunately, but that might come very, very soon. Jenson Button in 12th. Fernando Alonso in 13th place. Julian Palmer in 14th place. Not a bad result for the Renaults. The highest they were was 12th for both from K-Mag and Julian Palmer. So Renault can be satisfied from this weekend. Felipe Massa in 15th. Carlos Sainz, poor result from him in 16th. K-Mag in 17th. Danny Kvyat, the other Toro Rosso, in 18th. Very, very poor from Toro Rossos this weekend. They will be looking to do better in Brazil to end the season off on a high. Obviously, both McLaren and Toro Rosso didn't score any points, so happy days for me being a McLaren fan. Very happy about that. Esteban Gutierrez in 19th place. Now, if you remember at the start, he was saying that he was going to be very, very aggressive. He did as well. He was very aggressive on the other driver of the other Sauber of Felipe Nasr. went on the inside, you know, made a little bit of contact as well, but I was like, yes, that's the fight you want, and that's the result you end up with. 19th place. Romain Grosjean, 20th place, struggled. The Haas, you know, very, very bad from the Haas, I would say. It was absolutely terrible weekend, or terrible race for them, I must say there. Just watching a replay there of the incident between Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen as he went wide when they went to overtake each other. Esteban Ocon in 21st, and Pascal Wehrlein brings up the rear in 22nd place. Obviously with the retirement at the start of the race. I mean, but the incident between Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen will go on this week. We might even discuss about it in the debate show, episode 31. I'm pretty sure I'll get LC's opinion on it as well. He hasn't watched the race, and I'm pretty sure he's not missing out. I hope he won't, like, you know, get bored halfway through. Go, oh, you know, all right. Not what happened towards the end. LC, if you're watching this, stay. It gets really interesting. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this review here. I've only got my opinion. I haven't got LC's opinion to talk about, unfortunately. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching as well. Hope you have enjoyed this review. It wasn't my best one. I was just, you know, as I was talking, everything was happening right in front of me. I was just about to say Max Verstappen. I said Verstappen, I had to stop because I've seen Sebastian Vettel did it. And obviously I'm just having penalties here, left, right and centre. Absolutely crazy. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Mexico Grand Prix. Brilliant race. The crowd there, absolutely fantastic as well. Just seeing how fascinating that the crowd are. Absolutely incredible as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Stay tuned for the F1 Debate Show this week. And we'll see you very, very soon. Take care, guys. Have a happy Halloween. And I'll see you later.